anybody being somehow alive and awake in this hour. I'm Shirley with the Nude Astrology, and today I have a special episode about Jupiter conjunct Uranus. And this is a Search Live with Me episode. My initial prediction, and I've previously called it the sapiosexual spigo moment. Um, for so for those of you who don't understand why, um, Jupiter is about our higher philosophy, our beliefs, our sense of optimism. It's the expansion part of breathing. Traditionally also involved with ruling semen, so fertility. Its temperature is warm and moist, um, and and it also rules both the philosopher, um, the sense of travel and exploration, the optimism that's needed for that, and children. Okay, it is a part in creating children, which also rules children, both the liver and the lungs. So the ability to take a deep breath, and the liver, um, the liver in traditional Chinese medicine is about how angry we are at the world. And Jupiter brings a sense of expansion and optimism. So instead of being angry, we expand our horizon. It's a consciousness related, it's ruling the Sagittarius and it's ruling Pisces. So, and that's Jupiter. And so whatever Jupiter touches, it magnifies. Okay, when it touched Pluto in 2020, I believe, it magnified the Pluto-related themes. Pluto is completely other story. Now Uranus, it's the Eureka sign, and Uranus is interesting. It's by those who accept modern rulership, it is the modern ruler of Aquarius, together with the traditional ruler Saturn. Um, when we hear about Uranus, we think about revolution. We think about natural disasters sometimes, earthquakes. We think about something that is irregular. Okay, the passage of Uranus the across its path is irregular. Okay, it makes a bit of axial turn, and I say Uranus does a silly walk across the universe, and you can YouTube the passage of Uranus across the zodiac, and see what I mean by just the way it acts. It is an outer planet, and so it moves slowly. It can be around 7 years in each sign, each zodiac sign. So just I know Jupiter is considered a part of the traditional outer planets, if there is such a concept. I do see it still as more of a personal planet. Jupiter takes 12 years to surround the zodiac. Uranus, is I I think it is already the 7 years double times 12. Yeah, it's around 100 and something. Um, 70, and then you have another 12, so it's like around 80, 90 years uh, that it takes um, to circle the entire zodiac. So you can see you go through your Saturn, your first Saturn return at around 80, and then um, Saturn opposition, I think between your 40s and your 50s, and this is a time where that is also associated with Kundalini rise. You know, the middle age crisis? It's Kundalini rise. Um, so it does tend to spiritually awaken with the Eureka. Um, if you think about the passage of Jupiter retrograde and its connection with the lightning bolt, the insight, the sudden insight, um, then shocking realizations is it's the middle name of Uranus, and it's also related to science. If you think about Eureka, it's also related to science. Um, not of course, scientific revolutions is something that I see more as an activation of something to do with Aquarius. So you could get that with Saturn even, but because traditionally they didn't have Uranus. But of course, Uranus makes it a lot easier to speak, and we do understand that there is a technological advancement. So Uranus, I believe, what it rules is the technological advancement that is needed for scientific revolution. And I probably this is another episode, and if you take late Larry Loudon's perception or view of scientific revolutions and the necessity of development of new technology to observe what we previously could not observe, that allows for theories that are out there to become either established theories in the conservative scientific discourse or drop or still not, stay in the air. So Uranus is also connected with explosions um, and and on the level of people also suicide. Okay, so it's not just it's not just a cool rebel, but it can shake a person out and it can sometimes leave the person out of the body. Okay, transition out of the body. So that is something that is just out there. It's true. It's happening. Um, and so the conjunction of the essence of conjunction of philosophy and rebellion can lead both to extremism, right? If in my previous video about the United States I rambled a bit about the problem of rebellion devoid of philosophy, when we have hard aspects, when they don't get along, um, but the conjoining of them can be extremist philosophies related to acts of rebellion. It can also be it can also be expansion of belief, very optimistic beliefs that technology backs up. So think about a technology that's coming to life, and this is a prediction. I'm already beginning my prediction section of here of this. I have not looked at when did it happen in the past yet. We're about to look at this, and I'm doing that in honor of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in April 2024 in Taurus, which I still have not looked at thoroughly. So I literally don't remember what I saw when I looked at it, but I know I must have seen it. So we're going to look at this chart, and then we're going to look at when did it happen in the past, and we're going to do it together. So you will get to enjoy that insight. Usually I do my research, and then I process it in my brain, and then I go and research something else, and then you don't get to hear about it, and we don't get to talk about it. So I want you to have the chance to be a bit of involved with my brain processes in an ethical way. So the adjoining of these two can be a new technology that yields an optimistic belief. Or, for example, it can be, and Uranus also rules neural activity. And so imagine that, I don't know, you have a certain sort of feedback loop. I know there's feedback like biofeedback with the nervous system, and you treat people, I don't know, with trauma or with shock or whatnot. And then there's a new technology and you can observe and track the changes in the brain. This is something that already exists, but um, you can observe and track the changes in the brain. Then people that you believed are people that you cannot recover suddenly become recoverable, and so that yields great belief in the power of technology. So we become very optimistic about the nature of mankind. Okay, because maybe there are some behavior related or nervous degeneration related issues, and then you see, and we are already seeing, in terms of the nervous system, a lot of advancement, and because Uranus right with you. No, wait, I have to decline this.